Hey, this is Dr. Ron Garry. I wanted to talk a little bit about osteoporosis today. You know, osteoporosis is a very common condition that we end up having to deal with. About 300,000 hip fractures a year, and it really dramatically changes an older person's life and quality of life. And that's what such a serious problem. But a lot of people don't actually know what osteoporosis is. And when you could see from this slide here, this is what we'd call normal bone, and you could see that there's a lot of cross structure to this bones, and the bones seem really thick and strong. When you look over this, you can see some are broken off, some are really thin, and it doesn't take a lot to imagine how somebody like this could have an osteoporotic fracture. And so this really is what osteoporosis is, and what most people think of as thinning of bones as we get older. It's obviously more common as we age, and age is probably the biggest risk factor for fractures, but there are other illnesses that can accelerate osteoporosis as well. This is just a graphic cartoon representation of what osteoporosis is. So this stool is nice and strong with all its cross links. Once it loses its cross links, then the stool tips over. And so when we diagnose osteoporosis, we use something called a T-score, and a T-score is just kind of a standard deviations from the norm, and we define a norm as a 30-year-old. And so if you're a -2.5 or more negative, that's the definition of osteoporosis. So you've lost 2.5 times more bone than a 30-year-old. Osteopenia is when you have a T-score of -1 to -2.4. The other way to be diagnosed with osteoporosis is if you've had a atraumatic fracture. By definition, we know you have osteoporosis. And so that's osteoporosis in a nutshell. In some other videos, I'll talk more about osteoporosis and what we need to do with regard to it. Thank you.